That's a good question. Good morning. Welcome to worship. I'm Pastor Brogan. I'm glad to be here on this second Lenten Sunday with you all. Come on in, get some coffee, get some snacks, find your seat. Friends, let's begin with a prayer. God of love, hear us in this place on this day, that we might feel your Spirit surrounding us and moving through us and within us, holding us in love.
I invite you to sing with us and join us as we sing and connect with God. Amen. Nothing can break, and even if I run away, 'cause your love never fails. Your love never fails. Sing it with me. You stay. And you stay the same through the age. Love never changes. There may when strong's the one fails. Never fail. Good time. 'Cause all work are good. You stay the same, and you stay this through the ages. Your love never changes. Maybe pain in the night, but joy in the morning. And when the ocean, 'cause your love never fails. Fails. Yes, your and I surrender. Speak to me now. Speak to me now. And I surrender for you, Lord. I surrender. And I surrender. And I want to know you more in me, like a mighty storm, stir within. Lord, have me like a ocean wind. Jesus, breathe. To know you.
And then Jessica, come up here too. Come over here. So, a lot of you know Sarah Nicole. She has been a vital member in our community for years now, since we started. If you'll bow your heads with me. Church, if you can just extend your hands towards Sarah and pray with me. God, for Miss Sarah, her life and blessing that she's been in this community. She serves for the love that has gone through her.
To say thank you so much for everything that you've done and all the time and commitment that you've put into this program and our kids and our community. And I went out and got you all of these things. Special thing that we have. We know that you love self-care, and so we have a bunch of really fun things in here. But the thing I'm most proud of is it's put their thumb. So now it's time for your speech. Are you ready? No.
If you're finishing up filling up your coffee, you're finishing up those conversations, we invite you to meet us forward. Song, I invite you to sing with us. It's called Most. Only I see is just to do, just to dwell here forever. One thing I desire, only this I see. Dearest Father, and this will be my posture, laying at your feet, just to dwell. There are no words. There are no words. There's nothing left. So all of us sings to you. Oh, and with just one look and changes, I'm captivated, and I'll never be the same. Oh, with I'll never be the same. Oh, with just one look, everything changes. I'm captivated. I'll never.
Jesus is determined to take on the empire, ready to take on the religious authorities, ready to power and down the empire. Scriptures of Scribe Friday, his disciples. And here's what Jesus is saying. Then he began to teach them that the Son of Man must undergo great suffering, be rejection. It probably doesn't sitting there telling his disciples that he's going to be rejected and the chief priests and scribes and be crucified. Said something like, "Are you okay? Because you don't seem okay." Right? All of a sudden you're talking about suffering and torture and death. There's a shift in the language. If you don't read through the entire story, go to the Gospel of Mark. Start at chapter 11 and read the next few chapters. Find any. When he came to it, he found nothing but leaves, for it was not the season for figs. I'm going to stop there for a second because that seems pretty reasonable. Jesus, he's hungry. He goes to see. There's no figs on it because it's not the season for figs. Right? That seems normal. Here's the next verse. He said to it, "May no one ever eat fruit from you again." What? What? The place of the disciples again for a second. Seems a little weird, right? Having that moment of, Jesus, are you okay? You don't seem okay. What's going on? The tables, money changers out. Telling them this is not your house, it's a house of the Lord. Does Jesus seem angry on Monday? I think Jesus has withered. Jesus answered them, "Have faith in God." And he keeps going. Jesus continues on, and now he meets the authorities, the religious authorities. And the religious authorities come and they challenge Jesus. They say, "Who are you?" But also he's being really mean and kind of pissing off the authorities as well. And this is the man who last week was like, I'm gonna be tortured Tuesday. He's offering 2 copper coins. And he says, she's giving this building. Think about that for a second. You're like, that's a building. And Jesus is like, it's going to be destroyed. All on Tuesday. He's having a big. He also tells a parable of the wicked tenants. Skip over to them. Right? We hear all of these things about be ready. We hear celebrations and parties at weddings and banquets. The parable of the wicked tenant. Jesus is cursing fig trees. He's accusing the authorities and the religious leaders in the temples. He's throwing accusations at these people. He's talking about the end times and the apocalypse. We'll talk about Jesus actually facing the cross and whether or not he was ready to face his own mortality. And Tuesday, in the teachings of Jesus, who goes around, and it's just very heavy together. Chance to feel and experience overwhelm. Doing so little at the end times. Know that the power of God is in the promise of a better story, and we don't have to wait to live it. For we came to dust, we shall return, but the journey between those two things that lead us closer to God, then start. That sense of urgency. What am I waiting for? What am I waiting for in my life with God? You want to have a closer relationship? If we do that, we have lost our Lenten journey. And we have lost the meaning and the understanding. Actually, go read these. How many of you went home and read the that we read last week for Palm Sunday? That hurts my soul just a little bit. This week's a new chance. Start at 11. It includes those scriptures. 11, 12, and 13. That's the said them on Monday and Tuesday. Longer than our Romans series and longer than our James series and our Acts series. The commandment is to love God and to love your neighbor. The religious authorities that Jesus is there calling out and challenging. You've loved us, beloved. Out of the ashes, you have pulled our bodies and infused us with your love and your grace. To the depths of our soul, may we live that life with you. Amen.
More than every dream come true. All of the things I thought I wanted come close. I'll spend forever in the pleasure I found looking in your eyes. So give more than silver.